All right, Shalom. All right, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to the icon that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is the brother Zayon Amar from the GMS Detroit by account. And this is going to be another lesson, all right, dealing with, right now, dealing with the so-called CVID, all right, vac to the max, all right, that basically, right, they going into the trick bag, all right, they being, right, the hidden hand, the powers that be, all right, they putting all type of stunts, all right, to deceive the people, and, right, basically everything, at the end of the day, everything is being done, all right, for the sake of Jacob, all right, who are the Israelites, all right, right, just everything that's going on, all right, is basically to capture, all right, to seize, all right, the Israelites, all right, they're trying to take us from our power, all right, and basically they know that it starts with the so-called Negro man because he's the head tribe. Why? Because our Lord came out of Judah, as the scriptures say. So they know that basically, hey, if we can convince or deceive, all right, these so-called black people, all right, every other nation will basically follow suit, all right, because when you look at history, all right, Israelites as a whole, all right, definitely set the trends, all right. We make everything cool, all right, for lack of a better word. But we're just a very influential people in general. All right. And basically whatever the so called Negro man does, all right, all the nations take hold and follow. So ergo we have, all right, this news feed here, which it says Fauci wants people to know that one of the lead scientists who developed the COVID-19 vac is a black woman. All right, as if it's just boy, that's a very interesting ploy, you know, because it's twofold, right? Because they know at heart, all right, Jake is compassionate, you know, Jake is empathetic, sympathetic, all right. He doesn't necessarily. Hey, Jake love everybody. All right, you can be cracking him on top of the head. Hey, you can shoot up his whole church, and he'll find a way. All right, to basically let bygones be bygones. You know, he'll do and say whatever it takes to get along. Because that's Jake just wants, you know, harmony. He just wants peace, but he wants it with the wrong people. Is the issue. You know, but in saying that, you know, if anything is to go left, right, with this COVID-19, right, basically they have a scapegoat, all right, in the black community, all right, because in every way they're going to blame, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans for whatever it is, all right, you're gonna be to blame. Just know that, all right. But with this, you know, they're trying to get Jake basically at large to let his guard down, you know, to make you feel everything is okay. Why? Because one, when you look at history, all right, a lot of great inventions, all right, were created, all right, by so-called black people, all right, or the Israelites in general, all right. A lot of inventions that you see used today, all right, were invented by people of color, the Israelites, all right. So here you go here, all right, to appease the people that say, oh, well, all right, one of the lead scientists, all right, had that helped develop this vax, all right, a black woman was involved. So it's all good. It's safe. Well, no, we're not going for that. All right, we're going to get some scriptures, but I want to read some of this just to see, all right, just to see what's going on, all right? But it says Dr. Anthony Fauci is urging black Americans hesitant to take the COVID-19 C-19 vax to trust the process. Huh. Hey, the scriptures been coming out like all the time as of late. All right, I have to say this. All right, Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy. All right, so there's nothing this devil can do, say, all right, put on to make for those that know the hopeful elect. All right, that's hip. So what's going on? All right, we're not trusting nothing he got to offer. All right, these people are dropping dead. All right, or ended up with paralysis or Bell's what you call it, cerebral palsy and all type of stuff, right? From taking this shot, right? And historically, why would we trust him? All right, it's the same devil, all right. All right, just look up the Tuskegee, all right, experiment, all right, if you're not clear, all right, on what he did to the so-called Negro man, all right. Or if you look at what he did to the so-called North American Indians with the smallpox or polio, you know what I'm saying, or just any of his so-called medicine vaccines, all right, is no good, all right. So why would this time be any different? Knowing on top of the fact, as they're all right reporting in the news, that it's basically a rushed job, right? All right, they've created this vaccine faster than they've created anything, all right, in history, all right, and it's supposed to be safe. I think not, all right. But anyway, it says in part because one of the scientists at the forefront of the vaccines development, Salakia, is a black woman. Oh, ooh wee, yeah, a lot of the ignorant of our people, right? That's enough for them, right? Because hell, you have a lot of our people that look at the black woman, all right, particularly as God, all right. You know, the black woman is God, all right. That's some of our people's philosophy. Why? Because you came out of her womb. Oh, big deal, right? But they never pay homage, right, to the man that planted that seed in that woman. You see that? But at any rate, it says the nation's top infectious disease experts speaking at an event hosted by the National Urban League on Tuesday said it was important to acknowledge the U.S. history of racism and medical research and understand how that has fostered mistrust among some black people. Yeah, no shit. But Fauci stressed that the upcoming COVID-19 vac are safe and effective, adding that African American scientists have been involved in their development. Mm. It says, reading on, it says the very vac, all right, that's one of the two that has absolutely exquisite levels, 94 to 95% efficacy against clinical disease and almost 100% efficacy against serious disease that are shown to be clearly safe. That vat was actually developed in my institute's vaccine research center by a team of scientists led by Dr. Barney Graham and his close colleague, Dr. Kismikia Corbett, or Kizzy Corbett, Fauci said. You know, and see how they play with her name, called her Kizzy. Because, we know that, if you're a Jake, you knew somebody in the hood that was named Kizzy. You know what I'm saying? So this devil is basically trying to rebrand, he's throwing race into it to make it relatable in some way, right? Like I said, to let your guard down about it, because, if the black woman is involved, she not going to put out nothing that, that could hurt our own people, right? We know that's a nonsense, all right? Hey, all right? Well, we also know, right, the black woman, right, as they say, or studies show, right, that They're basically the biggest among abortions. All right, they quick to abort their child. All right, I don't know the numbers exact, but we know it's astronomical. All right, so this is all a joke. All right, it's a joke. It's falsehood. All right, and this devil he's pulling no punches. All right, to get the masses in general. All right, to fall in line. All right. And, it starts as as a conversation. All right, they talking now, but eventually, all right, it ain't gonna be no talking. It's gonna be gunplay. All right, it's gonna be warfare. All right, you're gonna have to just make a decision outright. Are you taking this or not? All right, and basically, if you don't, all right, he being a so-called white man, Esau Edom, all right, he's gonna basically destroy your livelihood. You know, all right, he's gonna brand you, as you being the problem because you didn't take the vet. All right, and it's really just no, we don't need that. All right, we don't need no vet. All right, the Lord gave us medicines out of the earth. All right, so if there is any ailment that we may have, all right, there's a solution for it already. All right, we don't need Esau's way or his medicine. All right, that's basically witchcraft or sorcery. You know, they're saying that this vac can basically, or some forms of the vac, right, can basically it basically numbs your spirituality, right? Because basically the top elite, right, they understand and know that we're in tune, right, with the Most High, all right. They understand and know that that's our power source, that's our protection, right? That's who the hopeful elect, right, confide and believe in. So if we're to take this shot, all right, he basically wants to cut that connection off. He wants us basically at the end of the day. He wants, all right, every Israelite man and woman and child, all right, to look to himself, to look at the so-called white man as God. All right, they don't want us looking into, all right, a higher power. All right, the Most High Yahweh. Right, they're trying to get us, all right, to turn from him. All right, and basically, follow his way. All right, follow Esau's way. All right, which if you've been paying attention, you would know the Esau ways are good. All right, it all equals death at the end of the day. Now, concerning, all right, with them saying, all right, it's developed by the CVID COVID-19 is developed by a black woman or a black woman is involved. Well, hey, we know about the story of Adam and Eve, right? We know, all right, these were people of color. And basically, as the scripture said, I'm going to just read it, so I don't want to butcher it. Adam wasn't deceived. Adam being a man of color, all right, being a so-called black man, so you can understand, he wasn't deceived, all right, by the devil, but the woman was deceived. All right, so how convenient, all right, that they set it up for a woman to be involved in this process, right? And not only that, to put her on a pedestal, in fact. But let me see if I can get that. Come on, get that off of there. Okay, I want to say it's that First Timothy. Yep. This is First Timothy 2. I'll start at 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Right? Formed meaning he was given the way of instruction, the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? The rights and the wrongs, what to do and what not to do. And then Eve. Right? Because that's the order. Right? It's the man, or rather it's Yahweh. all right, his son Yahushua, all right, the Israelite man, then the Israelite woman, then the children, right? So that's why it says what it says, all right? Adam was formed first. He was given the understanding first, all right? Reading on, verse 14, it says, and Adam was not deceived, right? When you go back to the garden, right, it talks about, Adam and Eve eating of the fruit, okay? It's not an apple, by the way, but eating of the fruit which basically represents going into a certain philosophy, a certain way of thinking, all right, outside of the Most High, outside of the way that he previously instructed, all right, basically went left in the spirit, all right. It says Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression, all right. So we ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? Scriptures also say, basically, damn, let me find it. Basically, I think it's like the woman was not in transgression, but the woman is the beginning of sin, or something like that. So, like, let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. I think it's, I had to say it's in Sirach. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. I know. It's can't even try it. Sirach. I think it's the 25th chapter. Let's get it right here. Sirach 25. Yep. This is Sirach 25 and 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. See that? So, all right, we not, all right, for the hopeful elect, all right, for those that's in the know, we're not wooed, all right, by statements like this, all right, but a lot of our people, all right, dealing with the men, okay, that's enough for them, that totally changed their mind about, how they look at the vet. Just because the black woman is involved, man, you got another thing coming. You know what I'm saying? If that's all they take for you to change a train of thought, But hey, I just read it, Read it again. Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Now check this out, right? If you are to get poked, okay, with this vax, right, that's a likened unto sin, right? Because hey, we're not supposed to be putting any cuttings, markings in our flesh, right? Puncturing our skin, nothing like that, right? And end all be all, right? This act of receiving, all right, this vax is a prerequisite, all right, to getting the mark, okay, or getting the RFID microchip, right, known as the mark of the beast in the scriptures when you read Revelation, the 13th chapter, So, all right, if you are to follow suit and get this vax, all right, you set yourself up for failure, right, in one way or another, but ultimately destruction, all right, by way of the Heavenly Father, all right, because it's stated, all right, let me just get it, all right, there's a consequence, the Lord deals with judgment, all right, so according to your ways, your actions, things that you do will trigger the Lord, right, for not listening to him or for not listening to his men. So this is Revelation 14 and let's see. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture until the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, which basically represents thermonuclear fire, all right, being cast upon America and certain parts of the earth. All right, that's how the Lord is going to destroy and cleanse this place all at the same time by way of fire, because it is a cleansing agent indeed, you know. So, again, if you take this shot, again, you set yourself up for failure, okay? Because it starts with this, and then from that, all right, they're going to basically administer, all right, or want you to take that chip. You in taking the chip is basically you're making a pledge, okay, to the so-called white man, all right? You're honoring him at that point, all right, for surety as your power source, as your God, as it were. So just be mindful of that. So don't take it. So with that, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakudash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone and root well. Peace and salutation to the Akim that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.